So ugly. Oh my god. I don't know which one's worse. The ice cream mask is what? We still have that one piece and we I think we still have the one piece. Yeah. What? We just messed up.
Oh, you're what?
I thought it Why? I think Kim's funny. Not mad. I know. I think this is funny. Hey, like, I like both of them, but I'm like, feel dramatic when we have like one piece. Yeah. You're like, I have very feelings, or like, it's like that like I'm like a very good. I know that I'm so excited for yours, and they're like, yeah, now you can excited so much. And then he's like, but I'm so excited for yours, and I'm like,
No.
exactly. So and then he's like, what do you use for moving around? Like, I don't want to be worried about that for like 10 minutes. And she was moved to the house and we're all like Halloween, like here's what you told me. It's really hard. Hey, buddy.
I don't know where.
Yeah. No. It's only going to Kylie. I don't know. Apparently I was getting this. Oh, we do? You would be able to tell. No, like one time. I go one day without wearing makeup. No, without makeup.
I go to school with my makeup all the time.
I used to, but then, you know, no.
Whatever. I don't really use that kind of makeup. I just do mascara. I don't use eyeshadow.
Okay. Alright, today, we are definitely going to get some time to work on our assignment that I gave you yesterday. I'll put that assignment back on the board here in a little bit. I just want to make sure that we do a quick review before we get to that. We have one new topic that I want to intro today that kind of goes with what we were talking about yesterday with parallel. And then once we're through that, then I'll give you some time where you can head over to it. So I'm going to give you about 15 minutes or so today where you can actually work on your assignment. But before we get to that, we have a quick little review that I want to do here. Okay? All right. So, Luke, do you want to come up here real quick? Brenda, you're up next. Okay, Sam.
Alphabetical order. Oh, I'm gonna.
Sam, that's yours. Bailey, that's yours. Cassie.
We're getting shade.
Actually, Cassie, this one. Trish, Alright, let's see. Rachel. Haley. Let's go Haley first. And then Sokol, you're up next. 16. Alright, Trevor, you're up. And then Michaela, please. Then we got Sadie and McKenna.
Sadie's not here.
We'll say okay. I'm sure she'll show up. Let's see. We got Rayleigh and Lucy.
Well, she left first grade for like.
Okay. Let's see. What else do we got? We got Paige, Trinity. Trinity, here you go. And we got Hannah and Ben. And last but not least, we have James. James here today? Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, if you've never seen these before, I know some of you are kind of familiar with this. It's called flickers. It's every shape is individual, so don't fold your paper, right? So don't draw on it or anything like that. You don't need to put your name on it or anything. It's just an individual card. And what we're going to do is I'm going to do a little review with you to see how well you're kind of picking up some of the vocab terms we talked about, like corresponding, alternate, interior. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a picture up on the board, and you're going to hold your little card up with the correct answer letter on it. So what I mean by that, if you notice, there's letters on your little like square, right? There's an A, B, and a C, and a D, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You're going to hold the correct letter that you think the answer is on the top. So what I mean by that, if you think the answer is A, you hold A, so A is on the top of your card, and you hold it up in the air. Isn't that weird that you can do that? Now, why? Because my phone will tell you if you're correct or not.
What?
Yeah, I can just scan the room like within a second, and it tells you if you're right or wrong.
Awesome. Oh,
It's awesome, and it gives you live feedback. It'll tell you like what your answers are, and it's really cool. I saw this the other day, and I'm like, I have to try it. I got to try it at least once, so I want to see how it works. All right, so now that was kind of fun. So, all right, here we go.
It's gonna be disappointing if it doesn't work.
Oh God, don't tell me that.
I said it's gonna work. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's gonna work.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. It's gonna. Got it.
Test this out.
I don't know. What letter?
All right, so this is just a practice run. Then we'll get to real.
I don't know what the alphabet is actually. F. Why is
Okay,
it not?
all right, so remember, whatever answer you think it is, you got to hold this letter above you. Okay? All right, now hold it straight, flat, really high. All right. So, I think I got almost everybody. Let's do a live view of this. Okay. Let's see. I don't know if this is reveal answer. Okay, Brendan, same you had it wrong. Held the wrong letter. You have A on the top. See? It tells you if you're right or wrong. Isn't that weird? Like, it was like instant. And all I do is I scan the room. I had like your answers in 1 second. I was just trying to make sure if like you were changing answers because I saw you guys were wrong. Like it told me on the phone like you were wrong. It just like it showed red on, and it said your name too, which is scary. So, all right. Okay, kind of cool, right?
Yes.
All right. So I want to see it now. Let's try a real question that was just kind of get a dummy practice. So Bretta and Sandy guys can figure that out. All right. Okay. Here we go.
Why is Z not number? Why is Z crap?
Okay. Here we go. Let's do the next one.
Should be A, B, C, D.
Okay. And I don't know if I can read it. All right. So here we go. Second question. Here we go. Do you want me to zoom in? Okay, once you think you have your answer, pull it up. So it's A, B, C, or D. Which one do you think is same side interior to number 3 on that picture? Okay, once you got it?
Oh, wait. Okay.
Okay, remember, you want your answer on the top, right? Alright. And I don't know if I got it. Alright. Yeah, I think I got everybody. Okay. And I got reveal the answer. Same side interior. What do you think it was to number 3 here? B, number 5. Sorry. Alright, so, alright. Pretty easy. I just thought it was kind of cool if we can kind of get some practice with this. Alright, so let's try it again. Let's keep going here. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't understand how it works. I know that there's only so many tessellations of the number that you have, like the box. So I mean that's why it knows your answer, because every box in here is somehow different, which I think is really weird. All right, here we go. Let's try another one. All right, here we go. So, what is the alternate interior to angle number 4? Alternate interior to 4. Figure out if it's A, B, C, or D. Hold up your answer. I'm going to go around the room. And again, if you want to change your answer, you can do that. So, as I go around this game. All right, here we go. That's fine. Could not figure out yours for some reason. I wonder if there's like a hole in your paper. Okay. Alright. Did I get everybody here? I think so. Alright. Yeah, you got everybody. Okay. What do you think it is? Alternate interior to number 4. It's C, number 5. This is an alternate interior. Yeah, that's alternate interior. 3 is called adjacent. It's right next to it. Alternate interior can't touch it.
No, I thought the numbers like the angle one still.
Oh, no. Okay, so, all right, only a few people. All right, so we good with this? Let's try another one. All right, here we go. We only got a couple more. Okay, what angle is same side exterior to angle number 7? Same side exterior to 7. Same side exterior and angle 7 this time. All right, hold it up if you think you got it. And again, you can think about it. I'm freaked out by this thing. You should see it from my end too. Saying names and like if you're right or wrong, you can see it instantly. I got everybody. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. 17. Okay, alright. Alright, so what do you think? Same side exterior. A. Okay. A is your same side exterior. It's angle number 1. That is the same side. It is not number 8. Number 8 is adjacent. Same side is the same side of the transversal, so it's letter A. Okay. All right. Questions so far? Okay, let's try another. What angle is corresponding to 6? Corresponding to 6. So A, B, C, or D, corresponding to number 6. Once you think you have it, hold up. Remember, you want your answer on the top. Think about it. Yeah, I got your answer. You're still thinking? That's fine. Then I don't know if we got it. Oh, no, I already got it. All right. Okay, all right. I think I got one more percent. Don't forget. Ready? Okay. Okay, all right. So, what do we think? Same side exterior to 6. Or sorry, corresponding. Corresponding to 6. B is number 2. Okay, corresponding. This is interior. This is exterior. They're not touching each other, and they're on the same side of the transversal. Okay, that's corresponding. Okay? All right. Okay, so far, just to let you know, we are averaging about 76%. Yeah, we're averaging that right now. It's telling you live statistics. All right, here we go. We only got like 4 or 5 more. Okay, all right. Alternate exterior this time. Alternate exterior, not corresponding. Alternate exterior to 7. So A, B, C, or D. Alternate exterior to 7. Okay? All right, so don't say it out loud. Let's figure it out. Put your answer, remember, put your answer on the top. So whatever one you think is alternate exterior to 7 here. Okay? Alright. Okay. Alright, so alternate exterior to 7, what is it? B, number 2. That's an alternate exterior. These are exterior angles. That's an alternate. They can't touch. It's not adjacent. They're alternate, so they can't touch each other. Okay? Alright, so we got 4 left. Here we go. What angle is same side exterior to number 1? So here's number 1. I want same side exterior to that thing. Same side exterior. Okay? Stop bending in. Oh, that's fine. Think about it. We got 17. Hey! That's our first one. All right. Everyone's right. 100%. Hey, look at that. It's letter A. Same side exterior. Letter A. Here's the funny thing. It was the same question I gave you earlier. Just saying. All right, that was good. It was 100%. That definitely helped you out. Okay, all right, here we go. Alternate exterior to 2. Alternate exterior to 2. 1, 5, 7, or 8. Alternate exterior to angle number 2. Remember, if you want to switch your answer, don't worry about that. I can always rescan. So if you're like change your mind in the middle of it.
Oh.
And just let me know if you need me to rescan.
Hey, or years.
Thought about it.
There you go.
Alright. Okay, we got 17 people. Alright. One person missed it. Alright, we'll keep going. Alright, here we go. Okay, alright. This is the second to last question. Here we go. We only got one more. Alternate interior to 3. Alternate interior to 3, is it 2, 4, 5, or 6? I don't know how it figures it out. Hey, we're all 100%. Nice. All right, so alternate interior to 3, number 6. Letter B. That was good. 100%. That was very nice. Very nicely done. All right, last question of the day. This is our end of our review on this. Then we'll move on to the new stuff. All right. What angle is corresponding to number 4? Corresponding to 4. So corresponding to number 4. Is it 5, 6, 7, or 8? Corresponding to number 4. And once you figure it out, if you want to think about it for a little bit, it's fun. If you want to switch your answers, you're totally cool with that. I think I still got one more. All right. So corresponding to number 4, what was it? D. Letter number 8. Corresponding. One's interior, one's exterior. They're on the same side of the transversal. They're not touching. And they're non-adjacent. So that's 4 and 8. Okay. All right. Only one person missed. Not bad. That's pretty fun. All right. Now you guys like it or not?
Yeah.
What's the average?
I like it.
What?
Yeah, the average.
Oh, let's check out the average.
Like
History. Let's see. Hey, 88%. Pulled it up a little bit. Those last couple 100% really helped. We had a couple in there that were 70s, but we pulled it up. So that was nice. All right. Well, I'll try to continue that like every once in a while when we have some like vocab like this. Try to do this as a nice little fun review. It's kind of easy. You can kind of put your answers. And plus, no one knows what answer you're showing because all the boxes are different and the letters are super small so no one can see what you get right or wrong. And I'm going to try to cover your names so no one has to know if you got right or wrong. Okay? But at least you know personally. Ooh, I didn't get it. Okay? I think it's kind of fun. It's kind of cool that it gives me instant results. Yeah, I like it. All right, we'll go with it. Okay, all right. I'm going to take those back. They're individually numbered, so I have to like take them back and I'll hand it back to you later. So the next time we do it, I don't know if you'll have like a different number when I open the app back up. So I'll hand them back out and you'll get whatever number you need. That's why I don't want you to put your name on. I'm going to try to laminate them so they're a little more solid. So I don't need to worry about like folding or bending them or getting them wet in like a water bottle or something. Okay. That's kind of fun. I might do that. Okay, come on. Okay, here we go. So let's go back to some. Okay, all right. What is this object? Grid. Cartesian coordinate plane. That's what the correct term is. Okay. Okay, it is a Cartesian coordinate plane. A lot of people call it a grid, graph. Okay. The big idea here on this is that it has two axes. Okay. You just missed the fun stuff. All right. So Cartesian coordinate plane. This item, right? This item has two major axes on it. You can see it. There's an x-axis and there's a y-axis. Okay, and they're actually labeled. Anytime that we ever need grid paper in here, this is the thing you'll get. You'll get a bunch of them on a piece of paper. They're always labeled x and y. The x is always the horizontal line to you. Y is the vertical line, like when facing you. So it should look like this when you hold it against you. The idea is that this object is what we're going to be using for the next couple of sections in here, just every once in a while, because it's gonna help us put like numbers to actual pictures, so we can actually have digits for those. Now we need to make sure that you understand the major axes. We need to understand that the middle is called the origin. That's the center. It's right where the two axes meet, right here. Okay, that's where we start every single time. We start right in the middle, right in that crosshair. And then from there, we can go to any spot on this graph. And when we go to a new location, we call those coordinates. Okay? Call those coordinates, or more importantly, it's called an ordered pair. Now, what we discussed, I believe we discussed this like way long time ago, like one of the first couple of sections we had. The big idea about this item is the ordered pair is written in alphabetical order, like this. That's the big deal. Like X numbers come first, Y numbers come second. So that's, and I think what I described to you guys is that you had to pick an elevator. So imagine that this is a hotel. That this is like the lobby that you're walking through. It's the X-axis, it's the lobby. So we have the basement, we have the upper floors. So you walk in your lobby. Once you're in the lobby, you have to pick an elevator to get into. So like this is the zero elevator. This is elevator 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it keeps going. This is elevator -1, -2, -3, -4. And so on and so forth. So once you pick your elevator, that's your X number, then you can go up and down in the elevator. So then I can pick a floor. Maybe I need to go like the 4th elevator and go to the 7th floor. And that'll be like where my first letter goes, right? So 4th elevator, 7th floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's where letter A goes. Okay, does that make sense? With that idea behind that? And then maybe I'm going, maybe B is at 2, 5. So 2, 5 is 2 over, 5 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can put these things anywhere I want. Now, the big idea that I want us to like use this for, because obviously this is just kind of a mini review. I want to talk about the idea of like parallel lines, because that was one of our topics in this last couple sections, right? That certain angles come about from having parallel lines and all that. Well, I want to put some numbers to it so we can kind of talk about it. So I'm going to actually draw a line that connects A to B here. That'll be my starting line. And remember, you only need really 2 coordinates, and that makes a line because it makes 2 points. So there's my line. We can call that line AB. Well, AB. Got 2 arrows. Okay, now. In algebra class, what they teach you for a very, very long time is how to find, equations for that line and, like actual formulas that represent it. We'll eventually do that. I'm not worried about that right now. But what I basically want to talk about is how does this object apply to what we did the last couple days? Like with certain angles, that type of thing. So that's why I want to intro this today. I thought it was kind of a perfect fit. We have our line. This line has a particular slope to it. Okay, there is a slope to this line. Okay, and how you find slope is it's this little formula. And slope, basically, if you don't know, it's how a line is tilted. So it's like there's a certain tilt to a line. So it's either saying like straight up and down, which is called a vertical line. It's either tilted like this, or it's like completely flat. It could be, tilted backwards, but I mean, there's a tilt to a line, or it's straight up and down, or horizontal. Okay. Now, what I look at is like on this type of line. Notice what direction is it going as I go from left to right. Which direction is it going? Going up, right? So it's like I'm climbing a hill as I climb left to right. That means the slope is positive. I'm going to the positive numbers. So just think about this. If you started a business, right? You had so much money when you started your business, your money is increasing as you go along. Like these are like maybe the months of the year. So this is January, and as you go through the months, your revenue is increasing. So that means your slope is going positive, right? You have a positive slope. You're increasing profits or revenue as you go. That's a good thing. That's what you want. You want lines to go up to the right, that kind of thing. Now, how we find slope? Slope. There's a couple different names for slope. Slope is called the rate of change. And that's the term that they typically use in like an algebra class. There's a simple formula for slope. Now, the symbol we have for slope is a little n. That's like the letter that they use. I don't know why. So just pick n. And then to find slope, there's this simple formula we do. And it's what you do is you subtract the y numbers, and you divide it by the x numbers and you subtract it. That's how you find slope. That's how you find what like the tilt of my line is. Okay? So, what are the y numbers on these two coordinates? 7, 5. You have to subtract them in any order you like. I usually go like top minus 5, or big minus small, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to go 7 minus 5. So those would be my top numbers right here. 7 minus 5. Okay, those are the y numbers. And then on the bottom, you put the x numbers. Well, the x numbers go with the other ones. If they're in alphabetical order. So 4 and 2, I subtract those. And I have to go, since I went 7 minus 5, I have to go 4 minus 2. I have to go in the same order. Okay, so 4 minus 2. And what we're going to get 2 over 2. Okay, and that fraction can actually simplify. 2 over 2 is the number we want, right? Or 1 over 1, however you want to think of that. So number 1. That fraction is the slope. What that means as for the rate of change, as I rise, it's going to run so many numbers. So basically what that means is when I simplify that fraction, it was 1 over 1, or 2 over 2, however you want to think of it. For every number I rise, I'm running 1 to the right. As I rise, I run 1 to the right. As I rise, I run 1 to the right. As you can see, I'm hitting it perfectly as I go. Just following that slope, rise and run. That's slope. That's how a line is tilted. Okay? Does that make sense? That's something that you talked about in class. Okay? All right. Now, what we talked about just the other day was this idea of parallel. When things are parallel in algebra class, they have the same slope, the same digit. So if I pick a different line, let's say I pick this one here and here. So let's call this C and let's call this B. C's coordinate here, this is 8, 2. 8, 2, and this coordinate here is 6, 0. I picked the 6th elevator, didn't go up or down here. Now when I draw the line here, the line should be parallel. Now how I know that is because I made the slopes the same. That's how I know that they're actually perfectly parallel. Because if you actually subtract these numbers, these are the y numbers, so I subtract those on the top, 2 minus 0. That's the y number subtracted. 8 minus the 6, those are my x numbers. I get 2 over 2, which is the same slope. That's how I know that the lines are perfectly parallel. The spacing in between these lines is always going to be the same. Make sense? Okay, that's it for today. I just want to intro that. We're going to go into this more, right? This is just a baby introduction into it. Okay, so Sadie, you get to do the fun stuff. Yeah, do some. You need to find your new. I'll open the doors. Oh, yeah. Well, he's not good.
Oh my gosh.
All of them. I don't know what comes up there. Make sure.
Earth at 5:30.
But hey, make sure we're paying for food. I don't know what it is now. Like we always do. What do we normally do? 45, 45? So, it just depends if we're ready or not. Depends on how we yes. So, let's make sure we're doing I think we're doing what, black tonight?
Yes. Everyone wanted to be black.
Yeah, which I don't know how they're going to show in the picture.
Someone said they were doing it color.
Yeah, okay, well that's good. You're doing color. Last week,
I know, this is the thing, it's not just the way it is.
Oh, I like that. That's nasty. 183, is that right?
Okay, alright, let me put the homework up from yesterday, what I gave you. Okay. Here's your homework that I gave you yesterday. Remember, this homework assignment is due Friday, it's due tomorrow. So, it's page 183, numbers 1 through 6. 8 through 19.
What? What number?
4.
Yeah. 180 minus 55? No, minus 55.
But it isn't something that I do. It's good I show them
Guys, wait. I don't know. Check what?
There's one of the issues that I'm not. I'm going to say, it was. I can care less.
Should we go 125?
Yeah.
What, X and Y? Yes, they would do the same. 9? What do you mean?
Oh, I explained your reason.
And you only have to find the variable, so for number 9, you're only finding X.
Oh, no. That's the same as the other one.
Yeah.
That would be
114. Because you're taking minus 10.
Which one? No, they're equal. They're equal because the two exponents because it's just
Is that corner?
that corner, so they're equal. It's zero.
Okay, so it's this corner and this corner?
Yeah.
I thought it was a different corner.
Yeah.
I thought they were
It's a terrible way to do that. They should have worked diagonal.
I can do that. You're fine. What's the other one?
Use it really loud.
It's just said find the value of the variable. So we just need to find x. So it would be alternate interior angle. Wait, alternate. Okay, number 11 through 19 is where it kind of. I figured all these shapes. All these angles. I got all these angles, but I didn't give you half angles. See, I didn't find 5. I have 8, 9. I have 3 or 4. There's no way that angle is 80 degrees. That's why I got I figured all these angles. I can't get top, like I can't No, I have 8 and 9. 9 is 38 and 8 is
And then you can go over.
If you add these two numbers together and subtract, they get about 100. That's 8 degrees.
Are you sure 50 equals 52 is 100? Didn't it get like 100?
58, that's 38.
Oh, is that 38?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's 38.
yeah. Hey, they're not drawing scale.
That's the word I was gonna ask.
Not what?
They're not drawing scale. They're not drawn like perfect.
Oh, okay.
Hey, that's what I was trying to think of.
Scissors, because if I pull this string apart,
Right there. Golden machine.
I'm gonna be gone 9:30
Today?
What do I do? Yeah.
We're gonna get think we're gonna get some homework.
Homework?
Yeah.
Can I get it now?
Yep.
I kept calling you when it like phone. I was like,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, I know, it's already done.
Here, I can just, I don't know.
Honestly,
Sorry.
We're just taking a picture.
Oh, that's good.
These are rolled up.
Storage, I meant, storage.
Go away. No, I.
You're like, yeah.